What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are very high up in the mountains and we have rifles with us. We've gotten a lot of requests to go over our kind of go-to rifles or our SPRs or mid-range rifles or recce rifles, whatever term tickles your fancy or is popular right now. But yeah, we're gonna go over our rifle builds, why we built them, why we think they're fun, or what we want to be able to do with them. And we're gonna shoot a little bit and we're gonna show some pretty epic scenery. We got some drone shots, we got some cool off-road rigs, minus my rig because you probably saw why, but I digress. Welcome to the video, it's gonna be fun. All right, I'm just gonna jump right into my rifle. I'm gonna start at the end. It's got a B5 Systems precision stock. I don't know if that's exactly what they call it. I just call precision stocks the ones that have this kind of adjustability. I really like this one. It's a little bit lighter than the Magpul, like PRS Gen 3. That one's a little bit beefier, and this one doesn't require a special buffer tube, so that's nice. And it collapses, so it's not taking up a ton of room when it's in the pack. It's a Cobalt CK Pro SPR hybrid. It's kind of a different rifle than they make. Mikey over at Cobalt put this one together for me. It's a 18-inch proof research barrel, chambered in, well, it's technically multi-cal or 223 wild. For the recoil system is the Voltor buffer system, so it shoots really smooth. They tuned it from the factory for the polonium suppressor, and it runs really, really well. It has Geisley's 2-stage trigger, 1-ounce Radian Raptor charging handle in a spur mount. This is a 154 height mount. I have a Night Force Attacker 4-16 with a Tremor 3 reticle. I'm a huge fan of Night Forces. This one in particular is really cool just for an SPR setup. I think it's the perfect amount of magnification for kind of a mid-range rifle. I've taken this one out to 1,000 meters, but I try and stay inside 700 for the really more accurate stuff, and it just doesn't have a whole lot of energy at that distance for a little 70 grain bullet. Right now I'm shooting the Hornady ELDM, the 73 grain match. It shoots really well out of it. I can consistently get half-minute groups all day with it. I have their Tier 1 concealed flatline Fiberco collaboration sling. This is a MDT Skypod double pull. Big fan of these. They have tons of adjustment. It's a little on the heavier side. When I want to go lighter, I have a Tier 1 EU ATAC bipod. It has carbon fiber legs and it's just a little bit more lightweight and compact than the big Skypod. I've got a Surefire Scout body with a Mod Light head, Unity Tactical hot button, and then, like I said earlier, a polonium from Otter Creek Labs in a burn-proof gear suppressor cover. I have a little hard dope sheet from Sun Shadow. These guys have these to print off their website for free. Then you just go and write in your dope. That's super nice. I've been using that pretty much exclusively lately rather than going off of my Kestrel or other ballistic calculators. Tripod, this is a Really Right Stuff. Really Right Stuff makes the best tripods. I'm a huge fan of them. Oh, and also the little Arca section. This is like their 3.5-inch Arca section that goes to M-LOK. This is also from Really Right Stuff. I think this is a Duramag, their little straight 20 rounder. Big fan of those. They are just mega aesthetic. Yeah, big fan of this rifle. Super accurate, very reliable, and it looks really cool. I've also spray painted it a little bit, but.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron and this is my ZevTech Core Combat rifle. This is kind of my go-to rifle these days. This is the rifle I compete with in the tactical games, and this is also kind of my favorite to shoot medium range or so. And I have it kind of built out as a SPR type build, kind of multi-purpose rifle right now. I would take a lot of this stuff off when I compete for the tactical games, but I'm not competing anytime super soon, so I kind of have it set up like this for now. So I will go over all the things I have on it. This is a 16-inch 223 Wild. It's a 1 in 8 twist barrel. which I know a lot of people like the 1-in-7s, but this shoots pretty nicely with 73 grains as well, that same Hornady ELDM round. This groups well under a minute pretty reliably, and I'm super happy about that. A lot of people kind of sleep on the Zev rifles. I know they're probably more known for their OZ9 and their pistols and things like that, but their rifles are phenomenal. I have a few of them, and I actually just saw a interesting story by Billy Barton the other day on Instagram. He was shooting his out at 200 and grouped about 3/4 of a minute at 200 with his 16-inch Zev rifle with 75 grain Frontier ammo, so that's pretty phenomenal at 200 yards. So these things are shooters for sure. I don't have a lot going on as far as furniture that's not factory. It's just their Magpul stuff that comes with their 2-stage trigger, where they come with a Radian safety selector switch. I actually changed out the charging handle to the Geisley. It is the airborne charging handle. So I like that because it doesn't get snagged on as many things when I'm running around with it slung or anything while competing, so it's a little bit more low profile. It's a good one. Optic, I have the new Leupold Mark V 2-10. This is a phenomenal mid-range optic. Super clear glass. Love their turret system. It's illuminated, has parallax, tons of awesome things. It's on the Leupold cantilever mount. Has the flatline ops bubble level and their magnification throw lever. I think it's called the bone spur, which is nice. It's very ergonomic. This keeps your gun level. For caps, I have the new 100 Concepts Scope Cap Pro. So on the front here, it's a scope cap that just flips up, which is nice. It's secured with paracord. And then what stays on the front end of the tube is like a kill flash ARD type device, so you don't get reflection there. And on the back, it has the same type of flip cap that is secured right here in front of the magnification throw. So this is a sweet setup. Moving forward, I have the Emissary Development mini handbrake down there. It works nicely if you're throwing it up against a barricade or something, and also getting your hand around there for some good leverage. I have the Cloud Defensive Rain 3.0. Actually, I think this one's the 2.0. I have the 3.0 on a different rifle. Cloud makes great lights. I love them. I run their handheld as well as their rifle lights almost exclusively. Down here for the bipod, I have the Evolution bipod, and then I have the Dead Air Sandman S in FDE. And that is secured on there with the forward control design flash hider. It's not flash hider, it's just like their bird cage that has the Chemo adapter, the Chemo mount on there. I can't run like a brake or anything in the tactical game, so I'm using just like a bird cage style thing. And then I just have a little Arca rail down here, and this is a 2-vet tripod. This is the No Name V2. I love these tripods. They're very well built. They're super sturdy and lightweight, and I've had no complaints. I have a few of them and they work really well. And also I'm running the Tier 1 flatline sling, which is nice. So this is a super fun rifle to shoot. Big fan, but I've taken this out to just over 500, 600 yards, I believe. Not super far, but so far it's been very reliable. Groups tightly, shoots reliably, and the dope out to that 500, 600, 700 has been pretty good. So that's it. Let's see what Miles is shooting today.
What's up, guys? This is Miles, and this is my kind of go-to AR setup at the moment. This is a 14.5 full factory build from Radian. It's pinned and welded with a Dead Air flash hider. I run a Dead Air Nomad on there. Cloud Defensive 1.0 light. It came with the CTR stock, so I have the Arisaka bag rider angle adapter on there because I'm going for, I mean, it's not really like a precision setup, but it's kind of a precision setup just on a shorter platform, because I do have a 223 bolt gun that is like my actual 223 precision setup. Like I said, full Radian build, so it comes with the Raptor charging handle, their trigger, forward assist, safety, all that kind of stuff. I did change out the grip to Driven Arms Co. and then also the Driven Arms Co. shortstop on the front. I am running the Tier 1 concealed flatline fiber collab sling. This is the OD or Ranger green and black one. On top I have a Leupold Mark V. This is the 3.6 to 18, and then a Delta Point Pro 12 o'clock mount on top with a flatline ops, bone spur, and level. And I'm running an Atlas bipod, just the regular sized one. I was originally shooting 77 grain Nosler HPBT hollow point boat tail that Jared gave me some to try, and that shoots really good out of this. I'm about to switch to the Hornady 73 grain match because I've been shooting that out of my 223 bolt gun, and it groups really well out of that. This I've only taken to about 650 meters so far. It's for a 14.5, this thing is a freaking hammer, and I love this gun. It's super fun to shoot, super smooth, shoots great suppressed, and it's a really fun time. And maybe one day I'll do their 18, or it's like a 17.5 or something. It's not quite 18, it's a weird measurement. But I've been impressed with this Radian gun, so maybe I'll do an 18-inch Radian or Cobalt or Noveski or something down the road and have like a true SPR setup. But for right now, this 14.5 is getting the job done really well for what I use it for, which is just fun, really. All right, and as you can see, this has been so belovingly named the kimchi cannon because I am Korean and I have made my own kimchi, and I do love kimchi. My mom called me the kimchi monster growing up, so this got nicknamed the kimchi cannon.
Okay, down here we have a 6-inch gong hung up. It's down the hill quite a ways. I mean, well, it's like 120 meters, but it is at a negative 21 degree angle, so you gotta take that into account, but it's not very far. But we'll send some anyways. She's on.
So one thing I like to do with my tripod and my shooting bag, this one is a Warhorse development bag. I do this mostly when I'm coyote hunting because I'll have a tripod on whatever kind of set or hide I'm on. I'll throw my bag onto the tripod because coyotes move and they appear in different places, and it's kind of hard to unlock and turn and pivot and change position really fast when your gun's locked in. So I like practicing off a bag, and it's a little bit less forgiving, but I think that's good practice. So that's how I usually shoot off a tripod. This rifle shoots very soft. I am soft.
One thing I did forget to mention earlier is my optic mount is a 154 height because I have a couple different thermal clip-ons, and that's the perfect height for it. So across most of my magnified optics, 154. Ah, thought I could get it.
Getting greedy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Let us know in the comment sections what else you want to see from us. If you want to see more rifle stuff, a little bit more in-depth video of maybe the shooting aspect of it rather than just kind of showing the builds. Let us know if you want to see a support gear video on what we carry in our kind of, like, this is my kind of go-to NRL hunter, hunting and just in the mountains kind of chest rig, holds my binos and stuff, as well as our backpacks that carry our rifles. But let us know in the comments if you want to see us go over those in another beautiful location, probably Defender Ranch. Let us know if you want to see more videos from there too. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.